The night Hollywood had been quietly bracing for finally arrived, and it delivered exactly what the industry's most watchful eyes had predicted: a coronation. At the 37th Annual Producers Guild Awards, held Saturday evening at the Ray Dolby Ballroom in Hollywood, Paul Thomas Anderson's One Battle After Another claimed the most coveted prize of the night, the Darrell F. Zanuck Award for Outstanding Producer of Theatrical Motion Pictures. The win was not merely a trophy, it was a declaration. With it, the film has now swept the Directors Guild Awards, the Golden Globes, the BAFTAs, and the PGA, an undefeated run-through awards season that has left competitors and critics alike searching for a scenario in which it does not walk away with the Academy Award for Best Picture in 2 weeks. The PGA's top prize is widely regarded as Hollywood's most reliable Oscar bellwether. Since 2009, both the Producers Guild and the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences have used a preferential weighted ballot to determine their winners from a field of 10 nominees, a structural similarity that has made their outcomes mirror each other with striking consistency. Of the last 22 years, the PGA winner has matched the Oscars Best Picture winner 17 times. In 5 consecutive years leading up to this ceremony, the two awards aligned without exception. Last year, Anora won both. The pattern, it seems, shows no signs of breaking. The nominees standing between One Battle After Another and the Zanuck Award included a formidable lineup: Bugonia, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, Sinners, Train, Dreams, and Weapons. Each carried its own weight of prestige and passionate advocacy from within the guild. Yet when the final tally was read aloud inside the Ray Dolby Ballroom, the result affirmed what the season's momentum had been quietly signaling for months. Anderson took the stage to accept the award and used the moment not for self-congratulation, but for something more pointed: a tribute to the Warner Bros. Team that stood behind him and his fellow filmmakers during what he described as a grueling road to the screen. He directed his most personal words toward Warner Brothers. Film co-chairs Michael DeLuca and Pam Abdi, who were notably involved in the production and release of 3 of this year's most talked-about films: One Battle After Another, Sinners, and Weapons. Anderson acknowledged that without their protection and commitment, none of these films would have made it through the gate. He spoke of real producing, not just the logistics of financing and distribution, but the act of shielding directors from forces that would compromise their vision. His words carried extra weight given the timing. Days before the ceremony, the industry had been rattled by news of the $110 billion merger between Paramount and Warner Bros. Discovery, a seismic shift that sent shockwaves through studio culture and raised urgent questions about the future of filmmaker-driven projects at major studios. Anderson alluded to the merger without naming it directly, closing his speech with a line that doubled as both gratitude and resolve: "Long may you wave, whatever the future holds. It is one battle after another." The moment drew one of the loudest responses of the evening and underscored the emotional undertone that ran through much of the night, a gathering of an industry in flux, honoring work made under conditions that may never be replicated. Beyond the top film prize, the evening recognized excellence across a wide range of categories. K-pop Demon Hunters took home the award for Best Animated Motion Picture, while My Mom Jane, a film by Mariska Hargitay, earned the prize for Best Documentary. On the television side, The Pit was named Best Drama Series, and the studio claimed Best Comedy Series. Adolescence was also among the night's winners, adding to its already considerable awards season momentum. The Late Show with Stephen Colbert received recognition as well, rounding out a night that balanced prestige drama with a celebration of television's most resonant voices. The film at the center of the evening's biggest conversation is, by any measure, a remarkable achievement for Anderson. One Battle After Another marks the acclaimed director's most ambitious undertaking to date, a large-scale production filmed across California and Mexico, starring Leonardo DiCaprio, in what represents his first collaboration with Anderson. The film is set against a politically unstable near-future America and weaves together elements of political thriller, dark satire, and deeply personal character drama. DiCaprio plays a charismatic and morally conflicted activist drawn into a radical movement whose consequences spiral beyond anything he anticipated. Alongside him, the cast includes Sean Penn as a veteran political strategist, Regina Hall as an investigative journalist, and Alana Haim as a young activist, an ensemble that reflects Anderson's long-standing instinct for pairing Hollywood's heaviest hitters with performers who disappear into their roles. Warner Brothers Pictures is behind the production, and by all accounts, it represents a turning point not just for Anderson but for the kind of serious, director-driven cinema that the studio has historically championed. With the Screen Actors Guild Awards set to be announced the day after the PGA ceremony, the question hanging over Sunday night is whether One Battle After Another can extend its undefeated streak into the acting categories as well. Should it, the path to Oscar night would look less like a race and more like a procession. The Academy Awards are now just 2 weeks away. The industry, the audience, and the history books are all watching the same film. Do you think One Battle After Another is destined to make history with a clean sweep all the way to the Oscars? Or do you see any film in the race that still has a shot at pulling off the upset? Let us know in the comments below, and if you want to stay ahead of every awards season development as it happens, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a story.